Damn.
Oh boy.
Experience no shit like that.
Dude, you gotta be around here. and shit still be going on around here. Just not extreme like it was.
Right.
Yeah. It was crazy, bro. Bro, we haven't been to a party since then.
Yeah.
Oh shit. He didn't even know who the girl was.
For real?
No. He didn't know until I told him.
Damn. Damn.
It was his ex's sister.
What?
Mm-hmm. Twin sister at that.
And she was cool with that too, huh?
He was like, you know, I heard that nigga. I overheard that nigga in the kitchen. He was like, I don't know something about you. Said something about you that just I don't know, just put a spark in your face. Then like all of a sudden he like, you look just, you remind me of somebody. You remind me of somebody that I once knew.
She probably look like nigga.
Bro, thing is, she didn't even know that. She didn't even know who he was.
For real?
Real talk. Cause she was fucked up too. To be honest, I think I was the most sane nigga that I met, like, in the party at that moment. Yo.
Go ahead and tell him the whole story, man.
Oh, the whole thing?
And go ahead and tell him.
Alright. Check this out. He had a pregnancy scare.
Wait, what?
Uh-huh. Pregnancy scare. False alarm. Like that nigga, well, actually she actually ended up being pregnant, but the whole time she been claiming him as the baby daddy.
Who, the girl that was at the party?
Yeah, huh? His ex's sister. So
Okay.
I go to school and I tell this nigga, yo, I think you got a baby. He was like, nah, nigga, no I don't. It was like, I think you do. He was like, what makes you think that? Well, the nigga's picture look just like you at that night, with his eyes almost up to the back of his head. And she kind of named the baby the same as his real name, and you know, and it was actually 9 months after that party, exactly. So yeah, so like we're like, oh, then
One of your ass was panicking.
nah, yeah, bro, you panicking? Talking about a whole fucking freak out. This nigga went all over the place. This nigga went all across the counter. This nigga, I don't know. I think that nigga rode a bike inside the house. That nigga was that scared. Like, I'm like, bruh, chill out. I mean, it's a big deal, but not that big of a deal. He like, bruh. He like, that nigga started packing his bag. So I'm like, bruh, where the fuck he going? He was like, I don't know, but I'm gonna be away from here for a while. I'm like, nigga, don't you do that. Don't you do that. He was like, bruh, you find me in a cardboard box right beside McDonald's, that's probably where I'm gonna be at. I'm like, bro, chill out, bro. You can't even fit that whole damn suitcase in that motherfucking box. He was like, well, I'll make room. I was like, bro, just get your ass over here, sit down. So me and this nigga get to talking. I finally talked to this nigga, and I was like, he was finally like, okay, I'll try to keep the baby and take care of it. I was like, good. So next couple months fly by, and you know, he been visiting her and the baby and don't, but him and the baby do not connect very well, cause they both gave each other that stank look, cause nah, yeah, like the baby gave him that look. He was like the fuck you. I swear to goodness, that nigga balled up his fist. I'm like, bro, don't you do it, don't you do it.
Wait a minute, Royal there?
Mm-hmm. That nigga was dead. That he don't like people giving him the stink eye. I was like, that shit was funny. Like, no, so like, then the next couple of days pass, and like, the baby is starting to crawl. So it started to crawl. Then like, Deshard picked it up. That's his name. Deshard picked the baby up, and the like baby, you know how babies are. Like they like to teeth when they start teething. They like to put their mouth on things and all that. So this nigga like mushes the baby. The baby like opens, like as he's carrying the baby opens his mouth and like mushes D's face with his mouth, and he start like biting, like pre-biting his face, and like slobber go all down his face. That nigga the whole time that nigga had a stank look with his like the right side of his lip upwards. I'm like, bruh, it's just a baby, bruh. You don't know better. He was like, bruh, I don't give a fuck. That shit nasty, bruh. Get this damn baby away from me. I was like, bruh. He like, bruh, he was 3 years old. I beat the shit out of him. I was like, I can see that. The next day, I caught that nigga out my house with a switch. I'm like he had a stick.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bruh, and he was beating the mess out of my tree. I'm like, what are you doing? He was like, practicing for what? See what's going to happen if he does that shit again. I'm gonna beat the mess out of him. I'm like, bruh, that's a damn infant, bruh. He was like, nah, bruh, I don't like no baby doing that, bruh. That shit nasty, bruh. I don't know where his mouth been. I'm like, well, I mean, okay. And he was straight up whipping the mess out that tree, boy. I mean, he went full-fledged out on that tree. Like he had to get like he had a stick like about 5 feet. He straight up bowed. Like he had to hold that motherfucker with 2 hands. He like, this is. So then our next couple months go by, and we get a call from so-called baby mama. I answer the phone. He was like, it was like, Shaw home? He was like, yeah, but he in the bathroom. What you want? She was like, we got a problem. I was like, what's the problem? Well, I don't think Deshard is the daddy. I'm like, excuse me? He was like, yeah, I don't think Deshard's the daddy. I was like, so you want me to go ahead and tell him that? He was like, well, yeah, go ahead and tell him that, but don't tell him that exactly. So I was like, okay. So I was like, yeah. Like, she didn't want me to go direct with it. So, so I was like, okay, I'll do that. But then I asked her, like, who you think is the daddy? And I swear for God, she was like, Tim. I was like, Tim? You mean the nigga that drove us home? The one that helped me put the nigga in the car? Tim? He was like, yeah, I think it's Tim. I was like, wait, how's that happen? Bruh. She told me before him and her and D smashed, her and Tim smashed, and that nigga was under the bed sleep. That nigga was that nigga was under the bed